Hey there everybody, welcome to Trial Azure Gaming. Today we are back with Pokemon Premier Journey here in Brilliant Diamond. It's episode 23 and I have 2 hours, give or take, of Shiny Hunting Dialga. This is Shiny Hunting Dialga attempt number 2. And yeah. So I am gonna, obviously if I run into him and it's shiny, I will immediately show you. But not shiny, it is still blue. So let's talk about seasonal challenges, guys, while I boot this thing back up. Seasonal challenges, see them on screen, see all 150 Sinnoh Dex Pokemon. We're at 126 out of 150, close to being done. Obtain all 150 Sinnoh Dex Pokemon. We're at 101 out of 150. Obtain 3 legendaries. We're 0 out of 3 on that, but we're trying to get our first one right here. Viewer seasonal challenges, we have one from Chillinweed that was dropped, episode 1. Catch our hatch on shiny. We caught a shiny Zubat in episode 3. So, boom, that's checked off. Chillinweed gave us another one. Shiny Hunt 1 Pokemon. That's what we're trying to do right now. So, can we do it? Well, here's another attempt. But there is an empty viewer seasonal challenge, guys. If you want to help me out by commenting down below the last viewer seasonal challenge I have to complete before I can move on from this game, comment down below. Alright, now you see we're back in the game. I'm going to go talk, and either he's shiny or I reset and I talk about episode challenges. Not shiny, resetting. All right, episode challenges, guys. Episode challenges are kind of what they say. What they are is challenges you give me, and you also give me a number of episodes I must complete them in. And if I fail, you could get a reward or a little surprise. So, yeah, let's get back to the episode where I'm shiny hunting Dialga. Oh my God, I know this is gonna take forever. I'm gonna try to be more on the ball with trying to catch it, so I'm not going to worry too much. And in between the loading, I am actually the image down below. I'm going to wait to add Gibble because it's just going to become like a bite. I know it's going to just become like a bite after we get this. The experience from catching this should push him over. So yeah, here's another attempt. Not shiny. Let's close it. And we boot back up. So, yeah. I think this will be my last attempt at doing this, and then I might just do it on stream to try to see if we can't catch the moment together, you know? It's going to be tough. I'm not going to lie, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to try to nail it, but we'll see. Obviously, I could always just constantly soft reset until I see it appear, and then start episode 24 off with that and do it off camera, which, I mean, it's a shout, it's an option. I really wish I could catch it on camera, like the moment it happens. Like, I really want to do it with you guys, you know? So obviously blue there. The bright green is on its like forehead. The stripe is very green. Like, you can't mistake. Like, I understand like the turquoise blue color it is can kind of look bluish in some light, so I could see if you're like, oh, I don't recognize that, but the light on its forehead is like a mint green in comparison to the lighter blue. So like that mint green coloring on its on the stripe on its head and on its sides would make it pretty obvious, you know, because I can get with some people like not recognizing, you know, because you can see there it's lit up. It's a very light blue, and then there's a dark blue. And it's shiny, obviously not here because it's still blue, is a turquoise green, which still has like a bluish green a little bit. And then his stripe is like a mint, which really stands out. I think that's mint. I think I'd call that mint. Would you call that mint? Is there a chart of all the shiny colors so we can find actual names for the coloring? I know, I see like mint. I'm literally staring at an image of a shiny Dialga right now. I'm looking at it, I'm trying to get the vibe. It feels like a mint to me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not seeing anything else. Like, it's not green enough, like where it's like spinach or whatnot. But yeah, that blue stripe is the biggest indicator, because on the top it's like electric blue. Clearly there you can see why the body there, the green can be kind of subtle. Just a bit. Okay. Got an email. I'll answer that later. And we keep going. So yeah, right now, ultimately my goal is to hopefully come across shiny Dialga in 2 hours, plus the hour and a half that I spent before. It's not likely, right? It's at a 4,000 something, for what? 4,098, I think it is. So it's not likely it's gonna happen. Oh boy, would it be awesome. Obviously, still blue. Let's keep moving. But yeah, no, it's one of those things that I may, like, I don't know, part of me wants to stream it, but the more I've thought about this, I had this discussion in episode 22, is it feels kind of wrong to stream, like, because right now we have episodes not fully out yet. And so obviously we knew at some point we'd be getting here, but like it would also feel bad if I go to record episode 24 and somebody comes in and gets spoiled, and you know, I'm not a big enough content creator that I think a ton of people would care if they got spoiled on it, but it kind of does sit with me a little bit. Blue still, and back in we go. Yeah, honestly, I hope we get done with this. It would be amazing. Like, if I could know we're getting done with this, you know, it would allow us to move on so quickly through the series. This is the moment, the shiny hunting, especially since when Chillin' Weeb gave us the challenge for it, I knew this was a thing that would hold up this series. And with Legends Arceus so close, with Legends EA, which today, the day I'm recording this, because it's the next day, they showed Mega Raichus, right? And knowing Mega Raichu is in ZA, I want to get to it even quicker. And there's two. There's Mega Raichu Y and Mega Raichu X. I love both of them. The Mega starters look fantastic. And it makes it tough. I'm not going to lie, it makes it tough. Because that generation, Kalos, X and Y, was the toughest generation to pick a starter ever. And I have actually replayed X and Y multiple times using all three of them in playthroughs. If I'm honest. If I'm dead honest, it's the truth. And that's because all three of them hit me very differently, right? So I can actually talk about this. Not shiny. We can close this and get this going again, right? And I'm going to bring up the evolutionary lines of all of them, right? So let me bring up this, because this way I can talk about it. All right, so I have all three pulled up, right? And let's start off with the one that I had the most problem with, right? So all three starters starting off, I love their base designs. Froakie, I love Frogs. So Froakie was really cool. I like the little like bubble scarf he had. Really adorable. And I fell in love with Froakie. Chespin was really, it's blue. So, okay, moving on. Not Chespin's blue, the Dialga. But Chespin, I saw him and I was like, oh my god, he's so adorable. He looks like he has a little hoodie on. And oh, he's just so cute, right? And then Fennekin. I mean, just the littlest fox. So adorable. So, like, right off the bat, Froakie, Chespin, and Fennekin hit. All of them hit right off the bat. So then, obviously, as more reveals came out about the starters, we saw the mid-evolutions, right? And at that point, we were introduced to Frogadier, Froakie's evolution, who continued the look with Froakie, but started to look more cool, had this, like, stealthy, more, like, ready-to-attack vibe to him. He had that sassy, like, look on him where he's just like, whatever, I don't care, right? And I liked Frogadier a lot, right? Like, no joke, I liked Frogadier a lot. That's not saying I hate or dislike it more or less than any other thing. But yeah, I loved Frogadier's design. So right there, I was like, oh, I gotta go Froakie, right? Then the worst of the worst showed up. Quilladin. The one stain on the entire evolution branch is Quilladin. He looks so stupid. You know, like, I get the concept of him, right? He is supposed to be, you know, the Krill's supposed to be sharp feather / needle. Paladin supposed to be heroic chivalrous knight. But he didn't look good at all. So that took me down on Chespin quite a bit. And then I saw Braixen. Braixen was so adorable. Cute little fox, you know, had a little staff it could pull out, had a really great design. And I was like, oh man, this is so tough. Not shiny, resetting again. So at that point, Froakie's line with Frogadier and Fennekin's line with Braixen, it was a close call. And then we get to the final evolutions, where Greninja was just so badass. I had to take him. But after I did the next playthrough, I was like 100% Delphox. I love the design aesthetic of it. I love the evolution line. But that doesn't mean I didn't like Chestnut. Actually, I quite loved Chestnut. It's just Quilladin ruined it for me, right? So now we flash forward, right? Not shiny, back out, to the Mega Evolutions that they just got, right? And they are so cool. They are actually ridiculous. Like, so first off, like, talking about Chespin, or I guess in this case it would be, you know, hold on, let me make sure I'm clicking this going forward. But anyways, Chestnut, right, has these cool, like, shoulder shield pads, has like this cool cape, has an awesome, like, golden crown, looks intense, looks like a tank. Love it. Love it. He also has like a spear thing, right? They showed like a little spear thing in one of the clips. Like, he's, you know, not shiny. I accidentally let that go a little too far. My bad. Right? But then the next one we have is Delphox. And flying on the brooms, the fact it gets like a darker, like, bottom part. It looks more like a cloak. You know, it has these flying rocket brooms. And crazy. It's crazy. Greninja, I gotta say, looks... I like his body design. I like the black look. I like the aesthetic of him. The one thing I have to say I dislike is how he's like on a floating spinning shuriken. It feels kind of meh. Like, when he's on the like ground and he's like throwing the giant shuriken, I think he looks really cool. I just don't like him like crouched up like he's Sasuke interrupting the Kage meeting. Right? I don't know. It feels kind of meh. So yeah, but all three of them I do quite like. And so it's going to make it. And then obviously, I mean, Mega Raichu Y and Mega Raichu X. I gotta say, between the two of them, it's weird. Statically, I like Mega Raichu X a little bit more when he's static. But when it's moving, I quite like how Y looks. So I'm excited about both. I also kind of like that Y has like a darker coloring, almost more akin to a Alolan Raichu. Not that far, but yeah. And then X has like more of a lighter Pikachu-esque color, right? So like I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Not shiny. Okay. So yeah, I mean one has more of a Raichu coloring, a little bit darker, I think, the regular Raichu, and then the X has like more Pikachu coloring. I don't mind that. I do think I like Y a little bit more, seeing it move, seeing how it act. X feels a little... It's not bad. No, I still definitely like it, but I do think Y is my favorite out of the two. But that's just my vibe, right? So yeah, see, with that announcement, that being the first DLC, I said I do not want to get behind on the DLCs. I want, when that DLC comes out, I want to be playing Legends ZA. So for me, after that was revealed today and I saw the DLC and the fact that, oh man, hello, my Raichus are showing up, I have to be ready for it. Which means by the time the DLC comes out, I need to be done with this game, Legends Arceus, and Scarlet, and moving on to ZA. But I will make another note. I am not going to rush myself through those games like I am this one. Those other two games, I want to enjoy the experience. This one, yeah. I don't know. A part of me hopes we come across the shiny rather soon. That's why I'm thinking less about streaming it and more just doing it off camera. So I can sit here and do it while working on other things. And if I notice it and it's like, oh man, you know, there's a shiny, I can immediately start recording. I can click record and get going. You know, obviously, if I see the shiny, I'll probably freak out and probably have to compose myself before clicking it, because otherwise I'm probably going to start off an episode where like, welcome to Twilight something, I forgot everything, there's a shiny, oh my god, you know, like I probably will lose my mind when it does happen. Unless I'm in the middle of talking, because I realize when I'm not talking and something surprising happens, I react and overreact, I think. But when I'm talking, I freeze. Like it's a very unique thing I realized about myself throughout the many years I've been alive. Many years. I'm like 900 years old at this point. Not shiny. Is that if something good happens, like I find a shiny and I'm quiet, right? I flip out. If I'm talking and a shiny pops up, like for instance, early in Brilliant Time in episode 3, the shiny Zubat, I was in the middle of talking and when it popped up, I froze. Because because I was talking, my brain was like, okay, I'm working. And, oh, there's a shiny. Your brain's going to shut off temporarily. And I don't know what to say. I'm just like, oh my god, it's shiny. But like, I don't know how to react. It's like my brain switches off. If my brain is not actively doing something, right? If I'm quiet, listening to music, and something happens, right? I will flip out. Like, that's how I think I've always been. And the biggest truth of this is when I would play like FIFA back in the day, and obviously I wasn't making content around it like way back in the day. I wish I was, truthfully. I regret that decision to push off YouTube and the content I wanted to make for so long. I really do regret it, if I'm honest. But, you know, I can't look back at that. I can just keep moving forward. Yeah. No, so... Anyways, as I was saying, as I was trying to say, I really quickly found myself, like, in FIFA packs, like, I would just listen to some music, doing Ultimate Team, you know, working on objectives or whatever, off camera, because obviously I wasn't recording. I say off camera because it's just my way of saying chilling, playing. I don't know why I have to do it that way, but I do. And I really quickly found myself, anytime I'm listening to music, not talking, and I pulled a team of the year, right? I pulled a banger card. I would absolutely lose my shit. Like, oh my god, like throw the controller like on the, you know, kind of softly to the side and jump up and down and, you know, be super pumped, right? But if I was in the middle of talking, if I was opening packs with my buddy and we were, you know, playing FIFA against each other, and I was like, oh, let me open some packs, and I pulled a banger card in the middle of talking, my brain would shut off. Like, my brain would, you know. And so I don't know if that's a normal response for everybody, but it is definitely my response. Which is one of those things that, if you, it's tough. Recording a YouTube video, I want to keep talking. I want to make sure I'm talking to you guys, that you feel like you're having a conversation with me. Obviously, I can't hear you or respond back to directly anything you say, but hey, maybe if we're in similar mindsets and you say something and then I comment and I say that something and you're like, oh my god, it's like he can hear me. Like, those moments are cool, right? I have those with other YouTubers I watch where I'm just like, oh my god, I thought the exact same thing. That's so cool. But, right, when it comes down to it, a part of me is afraid of talking when I load up. Like, when I go here and I'm talking, if this is shiny right now, my brain will just shut off because I'm talking. It's not, thankfully. Another part of me, though, and you can sometimes hear it, especially in episode 22, you'll sometimes see me boot in to the game, and I will pause talking to just build up the anticipation for myself. Because it's like, oh man, is this going to be shiny? Like, I'll do it. I'll do this next time. Let me walk through you, like, this process. Let me walk through what my brain goes through each time. So game's booting up. So I'm thinking, okay, it's booting up. It takes a little bit. That's fine. Oh man, but what if it's shiny? You know, I'm thinking in my head, what if it's shiny? Oh, this could be the moment. That'd be so cool. Imagine if I walked up and boom, right now it's shiny. And then I see the lightning bolt and I think, oh my god. Oh, it's not shiny in my head. And I think, okay, well, I mean, it is 1 in 4,096 odds. That's what I'm saying in my head, right? To kind of like downplay it if I don't get it. Not going to get sad or depressed or anything because I didn't get a shiny on my, god, I don't know, 120th try, if that. It's probably not that, actually. I don't even know how far along I am. I am going to start editing episode 22. So, yeah, I have no idea how many, but I am going to go quiet here as this one boots up. And because I go quiet sometimes when this thing boots up, hoping that the moment I go quiet, it's shiny. It's not shiny, so obviously, yeah. Keep going. But, like, if it was shiny, there, I probably would have overreacted. But that's just naturally how excited I get when I'm quiet. So, yeah. Let me know, obviously, if you get like that. You know. I don't think it's that common of a thing, but it might be. It might be. Might be more common than I thought. But yeah, part of me is thinking that I will record episode 23 here, and in the next few days I might not record any more shiny hunting. I don't know, should I do a part 3? Actually, it depends on how long this one is. Right? Like, I think it depends on how long this one is. Like, at the end of the day, I think that determines everything. But, let's be honest. If I do not find shiny Dialga here, I will, off camera, just keep looking. And then probably episode 24 will start once I have found shiny Dialga. I think that's the play. And yeah. Obviously, I've gone over the strategy multiple times last episode. I will go over here. I think it is as simple as just Leech Seed and yeah. Not shiny, we close, reset, get back in. You know, Leech Seed, just make sure we out heal, outpace, and once it gets below yellow, just start throwing dusk balls and stuff like that. Obviously, I'll throw a quick ball first turn. I'm hoping what it does, right? If I'm honest, what I'm hoping is that Dialga will launch right off the bat Roar of Time. And I hope he hits Torterra. But that Torterra survives, so I can, you know, throw a quick ball, he hits me, I survive. Then I Leech Seed on the turn he has to recharge. And then I heal myself back up to full. You know, with like, oh, I'll throw like a Super Potion, something on him. And then Leech Seed will obviously get a heal off of that as well. And then just switch around. Try to get the paralyzed, get the T-Wave off to paralyze him. And yeah, I like in my head, I have it played out perfectly. Now, will play out obviously perfectly would be quick ball capture, yay. You know, and I'm not going to use my Master Ball on this thing. The Master Ball I want to save for someone I know that will be tricky. Like, when I'm talking about Pokemon with the lowest cat traits, like the worst one is what I think Mewtwo at like, oh no, all the legendaries have 3, don't they? So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's just kind of like, who do I want to use the Master Ball on? And it's a purple ball, right? So like, I'm trying to think of which shiny Mon, let me look at a list of all the shinies. Right, and let me see if there's a Mon. Okay, so obviously Mewtwo has the green, the birds. Moltres becomes zinc. Zapdos doesn't change much. Articuno becomes more of an ice than a blue. But none of those are really like purpley, right? So, and then in this one I'm going to get, I'm getting Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. So none of those match in. I'll be getting Ho-Oh. So that's golden, but like, I don't know, that's not purple. So let me go down to the next set of legendaries. This one isn't shiny. Kyogre's pink, but it kind of matches a little bit. I think right now Kyogre is the closest bet to match the Master Ball, right? Like, Darkrai doesn't really change that much. He just goes to like an actual, like, I think his red becomes saturated to a pink, and then his dark becomes like actually like darker. Arceus obviously goes gold. Manaphy just becomes, you know, like a light blue, same with Fion. Cresselia goes purple. Hold on, Cresselia, but Cresselia isn't that hard to catch. I feel like that's a race of a Master Ball. Maybe Giratina? Giratina would go pretty hard with that, right? I could picture Giratina being in a Master Ball and looking pretty good. Obviously, if I'm thinking about purple legendaries, that would go really good into a Master Ball. I think the one that comes to mind, like right off the bat. Oh, actually, is there a purple legendary shiny? Lunala's red, like a red. Socalio's red and yellow. Necrozma is like a dark blue. He gets the pink when he transforms. I mean, those obviously aren't in the game. I'm just thinking about, I'm looking through right now the legendary shinies, and I'm like, wait, is there not really a purple one? Zacian becomes bright blue. Zamazenta becomes pink. Eternatus becomes red. Dang. Hold on, is there not a legendary that's really purple in its shiny form? No, it doesn't look like there is. Dang. Okay, so... yeah, so I think Giratina probably is the one that I should use the Master Ball on just for aesthetics. You know? I mean, because if it was, you know, because regular Mewtwo has the aesthetic for the regular Master Ball, right? Like, when you think of the regular Master Ball, Mewtwo is the aesthetic of it. But Shiny Mewtwo kind of defeats that by going green. So, yeah. Oh my god, good stretch. Alright. Let's get into it. Come on. I like, in the back of my head, the reason I want the shiny so bad here, like not right this second, but in this episode, is because then I know I can just keep recording tonight. Like, the sooner I find the shiny Dialga, the sooner I can record it, capturing it, adding it to my team, discussing how crazy it is. But also, like, if I could find it this episode, it would end. The episode would end with me catching it. The next episode, I would open up with how I brought over all the, like, I brought over all the version exclusive mons, and how we're gonna go hatch eggs. And, oh, actually, hold on, that's a good question. What mon in BDSP has Flame Body? If I want to do egg hatching, I need a mon with a Flame Body. So Magby looks like to be one of the only Pokemon with Flame Body in this game early on. So hold on, let me look. So okay, so yeah, Magmar and Magmortar's first ability is Flame Body. They don't have a second ability, and Vital Spirit's their third. So that line has Flame Body. Slugma and Macargo can also have it, but I think that's post-game. And wow, like, yeah, all the Flame Body mons I usually use aren't in the game. Chandelure, not shiny, okay. Volcarona, Talonflame, and then Steam Engine is Colossal and Carkol and Roly-Coly only. And then hidden ability, obviously, there's the Ponyta Rapidash, but we'd have to have a hidden ability one. Moltres, and then Heatran, but that's all hidden ability. Like, yeah. Oh, so I'm going to have to go catch a Magby. Is that version exclusive? Brilliant Diamond. Trade, migrate from another game. It is Shining Pearl only. So I can't go catch one, man. I'm going to have to bring over Magby. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Or Magmar. Or Magmortar. I probably should just bring over Magmortar. If I'm honest. Like, yeah. Okay. That's not the end of the world. Not shiny. Next up. Yeah, I should actually, let me grab my phone really quick. It's charging. But let me see if I have an extra, because I haven't brought the one I caught in Sword and Shield over. I should have a Magmar from Go that I mean not Go. Let's Go Eevee that I could bring over. I'm just really going to quickly look up if I have Magby, Magmar, Magmortar already on my thing, and if they have Flame Body, or if I have hidden ability ones. Well, I mean, what's the odds? What's the odds that I have a hidden ability? All right. So we're searching, and we're up. Hold on, let me do this really quick. Not shiny. We'll go to the next one. Okay, I'm looking Magby. I'm looking Magby right now. I do not have a Magby in my thing. I know I have one in Sword and Shield, so that's not like the end of the world or anything. Oh wait, do I still have the thing set up where I'm only looking for shiny Pokemon? Oh yeah, I do. There we go. Okay. Let me look up Magmar. Uh-oh. I don't have a Magmar. Wait, that doesn't feel right. Hold on. It says I don't have any of them. I mean, I know I have it in Let's Go, and I know I have it in Sword and Shield. All of them. So it's not like the end of the world. I'll just bring one of them over. So. Yep, not the end of the world. Actually, let me check this. Because Slugma's in this game, right? Can I catch Slugma down in the underground and get Flame Body from him? Stark Mountain, Volcanic, hold on. Volcanic Cave, Sandseer Cave, and Typhlosion Cavern. So Stark Mountain is... level 55. Volcanic Cave after National Dex, so... after National Dex. After National Dex. Alright, so Stark Mountain, which I think is after after National Dex. Or, is post-game. Is the only place we can get a Magmar. So, good to know. So yeah, I might just have to, or get a Slugma. So, or Macargo, not a Magmar. But yeah, so Pokemon Go. Oh my god, I keep calling Let's Go. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I will bring over all my Pokemon over to home. So yeah, and from there we'll do that, and then yeah. Okay, let's do it. Dialga is gonna be shiny this time. Ha, just kidding. Oh, that control drink is hitting so good right now. Not sponsored, but yeah. All right. Dude, I actually... once Dialga is done... You know, actually, maybe I should just wait to bring over all the version exclusive mons until after I get the national decks. That way, like, I can do this, right? After I'm done Shiny Dialga, maybe I should just get the first challenger, just seal 150 Sinnoh Dex Pokemon done. Because I only have 24 mons to go. And this one will count as one. This will bring it down to 23. And I think, right, whatever Pokemon I'm missing, I can easily look up where to find them. There's still routes we haven't explored, so there may be Pokemon we can just straight up catch. There's Pokemon we need to evolve and stuff. So I think we could easily get that done, seal 150, and get the decks, and get a Slugma, get a I almost said Magmortar. I almost said Magmortar. That would have been fantastic. Oh, I clicked. Shoot. My bad. I clicked. Slugma and I just literally said the other name. How am I forgetting it, dude? Oh, this is not good. Macargo. There we go. Brain just needed to work for a second. I see. My thing is I'm planning ahead when I'm not done with my current objective, which is shiny hunting Dialga. Who knows how many days this will take, right? This could be something that if I do 2, 3, 4 hours every day, this could still take me a week or 2 weeks. And that would suck. Because that just delays other stuff, right? So, whoops. I didn't click, my bad. But like it delays everything, right? And at the end of the day, that could cause problems if it gets too far. And so I do think, like I said earlier, after this episode, I will just keep going off camera until I see it, and I'll I'll have things popped up to record. But the moment I see that animation start, I will show you the entire catching process, the entire battling process. And yeah, because at the end of the day, this is the thing that's standing between everything else. Catching Dialga shiny would complete a second viewer seasonal challenge. Would make sure we have a very strong Pokemon. And most of all, it would be allowing us to continue to move forward, to allow us to start preparing for the 8th gym, because we still haven't done that, to battle the Elite Four, to start making sure the other Pokemon we have not yet seen or have not yet battled, maybe we can try to find pathing for them. Because we're down to only 20-something mons. Like I said, we only have, and this is not counting Dialga, 24 left. With Dialga, that's down to 23. I don't think we've seen a Gabite or a Garchomp, and we have a Gible that will evolve into a Gabite probably after we catch Dialga. So that should probably bring it down another one. Right? And so it's one of those things that as it slowly ranks up, as it slowly continues to move forward, we're going to find ourselves at 130, 140 really quickly, I think. And then obviously if I'm looking for a specific Pokemon I haven't seen or haven't caught or haven't evolved yet, if I have it, I'll try to evolve it. If it's a Pokemon I have to go battle someplace, and I should probably make a list, I'm not going to do that now because obviously I'd have to sit, look at the Pokedex, figure out what I'm missing, and create that list. And right now, my focus should be on catching this Dialga. Which, the sooner I do, the sooner everything moves forward. And I legitimately think, right? I legitimately think that if we can get Shiny Dialga captured, this series... right, this is episode 23. this series could possibly, if everything works out perfectly, be done by episode 30. Because you have to remember our seasonal challenges. They are not tough. See all 150 Sinnoh Dex Pokemon. Okay. Obtain all 150 Sinnoh Dex Pokemon. Okay. Obtain 3 legendaries. I've already talked about how I wrote obtain 3 legendaries, not catch 3 legendaries. So obtaining them is any method. You know, shoot, maybe I can trade, you know, for another legendary and get it obtained. You know, maybe I can cheese the system, right? And so it's one of those things that, because I can cheese that system, once this is done, I could, when I bring over the version exclusive Pokemon, all I have to do is bring over, you know, I'll have to bring over another legendary. I have to bring over the Lake Spirits too to obtain all 150 Sinnoh Dex Pokemon. Those will be the same things as obtaining 3 legendaries, right? I want to make sure that I capture one of these legendaries and do a shiny hunt with you for this series. All the rest of the shiny hunting for legendaries will be done on stream. I promise you, just like Sword, shiny hunting and Dynamax Adventures and stuff will be done on stream too, right? So right now, after we capture this, seasonal challenges can get done like that. The only wrench that could possibly be thrown in my plans is if somebody comments a viewer seasonal challenge that is difficult. Shiny Hunt 1 Pokemon has created this little bit of a stall, if I'm honest. It has created a little bit of a stall because we have to shiny hunt something, and this right now is probably our best odds. Breeding Pokemon, trying to shiny hunt, it's going to be full odds either way, right? We don't have a Flame Body Mon, it'll take forever. This right now is our best method to shiny hunt 1 Pokemon, right? And so it's like once this is done, that's a second viewer seasonal challenge checked off that allows us to progress. Seeing all 150 Sinnoh Dex Pokemon, we do that. Obtaining all 150 Sinnoh Dex Pokemon, I'll bring Pokemon over from home, and, you know, if I need to bring a couple over from Sword to home first, then bring them here, I can do that to make sure I obtain all 150 Sinnoh Dex Pokemon. And by obtaining all 150 Sinnoh Dex Pokemon, we are obviously going to obtain 3 legendaries. So, but I want to see all 150 first and try to catch all 150 that I can in this game before I bring over the version exclusives. That is something I'm still holding myself to, right? So it's not like I'm going to cheese and bring over all the Pokemon, the last 49 Pokemon I need, and get it done in an instant. No. The version exclusive Mons, it's a very small list, right? BDSP. Oh, I forgot to grab the choice specs at 4 a.m. Oh, God, I got to make sure at 4 a.m. I boot this game up and go, I can't leave here. Oh, this is... Oh, okay. I have feelings. I have feelings about this game. Oh, I still need to go see people in the underground for Spiritomb. Okay, maybe 30 episodes is unrealistic. 7 episodes to go underground to battle the 8th gym leader, to battle the Elite Four. Maybe. It depends on how quickly I move, right? But maybe that's not as realistic as I once thought. Yeah. But about version exclusives, right? Talking about them once again, the Shining Pearl exclusives are Weedle, Kakuna, Beedrill. Oh wait, this is probably not the best list to do it in. Let me go like this. Yeah, so, you know, some of these are National Dex Mons. So, like, let's see, what would be the real version exclusives? So we would have Pinsir that would have to be brought over. Mischievous, Mismagius that would have to be brought over. Magby, Magmar, Magmortar. Yeah, I'm trying to see what other Mons. I'd have to bring over Palkia, Glameow, Purugly, you know. So there's stuff, right? There is stuff. I am, like I said, I'm not going to just bring over everything in one go, right? I am going to try to obtain all the Pokemon I can in this game. Excluding trade evolutions. Now, if I can catch the trade evolutions in the wild, I'll definitely go for it, and I'll try my best to do that. Stone evolutions, I'm going to have to hopefully find the stone, right? Like the problem I'm having with the Thunderstone right now. But yeah, so in my mind, and I'm repeating myself, but, you know, if I can see all 150 Sinnoh Dex Pokemon, unlock the National Dex, and then bring over the Pokemon that, or catch all Pokemon I can in this game that aren't version exclusive. And then I'll make a list of all the version exclusive Pokemon, and I'll bring them over to help complete the Sinnoh Dex, as well as I might as well bring them over if they're in the National Dex after I unlock it by single 150. That way all of them are done, and I can just put them back in home and be done with it. The obtain 3 legendaries will be done because I have to bring over, you know, to complete the Sinnoh Dex, I have to go ahead and bring over legendaries that aren't to this game. You know, there's version exclusive Mons I have to bring over for the Dex anyways. So that's going to be how the obtain 3 legendaries is going to be a little cheesed because I didn't say catch, I said obtain. So I do need to think about that in my head in the future. But for now, you know, we will catch one legitimate legendary here, and then we'll do all the rest of the shiny hunting besides this one for all the other legendaries in or on stream. I think that's a fair trade-off, right? And the only wrench in all those plans, right? Because I feel like they can be rather smooth for the most part. The only wrench that can be thrown into any of those plans is if another viewer comments a viewer seasonal challenge that is difficult. Now, I've already had 2 shiny based ones. I hope that if a third comment comes in, it's not shiny based, because then it starts to feel, I don't know. Like, I get Chill and Weep, right? I get their perspective because they comment in episode 1, catch or hatch 1 shiny, and I predicted they would, because that's what they commented in the last 2 seasons, right? They've commented to catch or hatch 1 shiny. In Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and in Pokemon Sword, they were like, oh, catch or hatch a shiny. You know, or in Let's Go was obviously catch 1 shiny. Or catch 1 version exclusive shiny, I think it was. But either way, it was still kind of the same thing, catch or hatch 1 shiny, which I'm cool with. It's a nice challenge. And I just kind of beat it because I got a random full odds, which obviously every wild Pokemon in this game is full odds to get the Poke Radar, whatever it's called, thing where you can chain, the Poke chaining thing. I can't remember what it's called right now. But you can, you know, unless you're doing that, everything's full odds. So I just happened in episode 3 to come across a full odds shiny Zubat and catch it, which allowed me to check that off. So when he came back with shiny hunt 1 Pokemon, it's fair because it's like, I think he was expecting me to not come across a random shiny like that. And it's like, you know what? Fair enough. I wasn't expecting it either. And so his comment coming back with shiny hunt 1 Pokemon, it's like, okay, fair. You know? Yeah, it's perfectly fair that you came back and said, hey, shiny hunt this time. Earn it. Because, you know, the grind for catching a shiny in Let's Go was a multiple episode affair. It was a long, strung out process. But then in, Sword, he gave me the challenge and I was trying to hatch and I randomly just happened to hatch. What was it? It was a Nikita, I think it was I hatched. Right? Hold on. Let me double make sure. Yeah, it was a shiny Nikita. Because he was that, like, golden color. So, yeah. So, I mean, cool shiny to come across, right? Cool shiny. And then I think when I evolve him, he'll break off into the 2 versions, and both of them will be shiny, I think. So that's a cool, like, 2-in-1 shiny to hatch, right? That's really awesome. But yeah, that was so late. That was in the second DLC. That was after I beat both DLCs and I was just filling the Pokedex that I came across the shiny. So I think he really thought that the catch or hatch one shiny with this game especially, and this is a fair thought process by him. And obviously I can't say this is actually his thought process, but this is how I think about it. So maybe I shouldn't put words in his mouth, so my bad. Or their mouth. I don't know what they're chilling weave. I don't know if they don't know. Anyways, I'm not going to worry about that. My point is, they, when commenting, right, catching or hatching one shiny, in this game, hatching is the better way. But obviously, I'm in a version where I can't get Magby, and until I bring over version exclusive mons, I have to wait till the post game to be able to hatch. And because every Pokemon is full odds, catching a shiny was even more unlikely. I just happened to do it. So I can get behind the mindset if they thought, oh, catch or hatch one shiny, this will keep them busy till the end game. And then episode 3 was like, oh, that's a shiny Zubat that just full odds appeared in front of him. Cool. And he probably, because it took a couple episodes after that before he came up with Shiny Hunt one Pokemon. So I think they were thinking like, oh, I gotta get him back. He caught that Zubat bailed him out of my first challenge too early. Because this is the first time we've had a viewer seasonal challenge be completed before any of the seasonal challenges, like my seasonal challenge. So yeah. So it's crazy, right? So yeah. Right now, all we can do is to keep cycling, and I hope I don't miss. I hope I don't accidentally miss. Like, that's the one thing I'm so afraid of, is that one time I'll accidentally click or I'll do something and it'll be shiny and I'll back out or... I mean, I am doing the shiny hunt. He said shiny hunt one Pokemon. They did not say successfully shiny hunt. They did not say catch one shiny hunt. But I guess shiny hunting to be completed would be to catch it, so... If we fail, though, depression. That's all I can say. Depression. The highest level of depression. Honestly, if I came across this shiny, failed to catch it, and knocked it out, I would call the challenge complete and do it in the post game, because I know you can re-encounter it in the post game, and I would just shiny hunt it on stream after the fact. But I'm not going to give up shiny hunting this Pokemon until I come across a shiny. The only way that Chillin' Weeb's shiny hunt one Pokemon will be crossed off is 1 to 2 scenarios. I catch the shiny, or I find the shiny and I knock it out accidentally. Because why would I want to knock out a shiny? I'd much rather just take the hard effort to try and capture it, right? So in my mind, I think that those are the only 2 acceptable ways. Is after I found the shiny Dialga that we check that off. And then obviously at the time of recording, I believe episode 12 or 13 is out now, I think. So we only have like a 10 episode cushion. And obviously by now it should have come out. Pokemon Randomizer Hardcore Crystal version. I had my heart broken because there was a corruption and the story was set in that episode. Pretty much I was in the middle of saving when my power went out. And it corrupted the save file. Some idiot crashed their car. I think it may have been a drunk driver. I don't know. They crashed their car into like a light pole and knocked out my power. It sucked because I was in the middle of recording or in the middle of training and I was almost done and I was getting ready to record and I was saving and it corrupted the entire file in the middle of the save. Everything went off and when I came back on, I opened it up and it was so sad because I was so ready. I was like, okay, power went out. I waited till the power came back on, turned everything on, made sure everything was right. I lost nothing else. But then when I boot up the game booted up fine, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And I clicked to boot it. I was getting ready to record, and it's corrupted. I trained. All my Pokemon were perfectly trained. I was ready. I knew I had a game plan to beat the HM leader. I was ready to start getting ready for the Elite Four. I was so happy with my team. I had just gotten a Firestone to evolve Vulpix into Ninetales. I had my team, man. And a freak power outage caused by a pole getting knocked over. A pole getting hit by either somebody crashed or it was a drunk driver. I don't know. I think I remember reading about something about someone saying a drunk driver, but yeah. Hopefully they're okay, but it sucks because it doesn't sound like a lot of episodes, but 19 episodes, and that was after my playthrough died. Because in hardcore, if I fail, I don't stop until I complete the game. But this corruption was out of my hands. And I don't want to replay through all the Crystal again and have all of that, because some things went right, some things went wrong. I just don't know if I can go through the emotional roller coaster again, if I'm honest. And so part of me is like, do we just move to another game? And I at the time of this recording, I think I asked you guys on, I think it was Sunday I posted that video. I think it was on Sunday. Oh, no. Wait, when did I post it? Either way. And yeah, I lost it. And I mean, obviously I've recorded the video by now. And obviously it's been edited and it's all ready. But I literally asked for your advice on... yeah. And a part of me does want to move on, truthfully. I love Crystal, but the heartbreak from losing that file hurt me. So yeah. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks big time. But it is what it is, But yeah, all I can focus right now is Premier Journey. I know the problem with me though is, and this is going to be messed up because I know it's, I know who I am and what I'm going to do. If I, and this is real talk, if I get Shiny Dialga done, 2 or 3 days, I'm talking about yesterday I recorded a little bit, today I'm recording this. And then after I'm done with this, I'm going to keep looking. I'm going to go eat, take a break, come back, and keep looking. And then if I get Shiny Dialga, right now, right? Or sometime soon, before I go and stop to go get a little something to eat to restore my energy before I come back and edit and record a little bit like Madden stuff. If I get it, within the next hour or so, my brain is going to completely go into, next week content. Every day will be Pokemon Premier Journey. every day will be Premier Journey to try to burn through Brilliant Diamond so I can play Legends Arceus. Right? Like, that, I know 100% that'll be my thought process. I will burn through recording this series even faster, and I'll be releasing it even faster. Because I know Legends Arceus will be just ahead. And then when Legends Arceus, I can't wait to play it and experience it. I probably will struggle with it. It looks very tough early on. But if I can dominate, if I can do great with it, you know, then we go to Scarvy. And then after Scarvy, we're pretty much caught up. Right? After that will be Legend CA. And yeah. But everything depends on finding the shiny Dialga. And obviously, I don't have a counter right now on how many tries it has taken. That's the tough part. I don't know how long this has taken. And so it gets to a point where like it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And when it happens, if it's sooner rather than later. Like if I'm shiny hunting this thing for 2 weeks, I may need to space out the Premier Journey releases. Right? So I guess, I mean, if you're watching this, obviously, you could look back at the last few weeks and be like, oh wait, he's only been posting Brilliant Diamond. You know, he's only been posting Pokemon Premier Journey Brilliant Diamond. That means he's had to have caught it really quickly, right? Or if you start to see Pokemon Premier Journey really spaced out, then you can kind of be like, oh man, no, he didn't catch it that quick. He's spacing out. He's stalling out. Because he needs to space out the episodes to make it up to episode 23. Which is what I'm currently recording, you know. So it is kind of funny, right? There's going to be a little bit of an Easter egg roadmap of, oh, he's posting a lot of this. Why? It's because when I get Legends Arceus, I probably will ignore every other series and just play it. Because I'm so excited. Truth be told, when I was getting back into Pokemon, right, and I decided to give Sun and Moon a try again. And after beating Sun and Moon, I was like, okay, I'll try Ultra Sun and Moon. And that's when I came up with Pokemon Premier Journey. Got the visuals made, and the first season was Ultra Moon. And I played it. I enjoyed it. And, you know, and the next thing I know, it was like, okay, let's move to the Switch. And got Let's Go Eevee. We did that one. We did Pokemon Sword in both the DLCs. And here we are in Brilliant Diamond. And the biggest reason I got back into it was I was watching some Pokemon Let's Fights. And I was enjoying it. I used to play like competitive Pokemon. And, you know, it was one of those things that... What? Oh, whoop, I accidentally clicked. Back in. But it was very much one of those things that when I was watching Dynamy Fights, Scarlet and Violet had been out. And I looked at Scarlet and Violet and I was like, okay, that looks pretty fun. I could imagine myself playing it. I watched Shiny Hunting, where people would look around and you could see the shinies out in the wild. I was like, oh no, that's cool. You know, it's like, oh man, I would love to look at and see shinies. And then as I started to do a little bit more work and looking into Pokemon, I saw Legends Arceus and how different it looked. And I didn't want to look too much into it, but it looked so cool, right? It looked so cool that I was like, oh man, I have to 100% play that. I was like, oh, but I don't want to jump to Legends Arceus and skip the other generations that was introduced. You know, I barely remember. Sun and Moon, back when I played it, when it first came out, I didn't like it that much, and I still kind of don't. Ultra Moon made improvements, but yeah, it wasn't my favorite game by a mile. And it's funny, in comparison, this game makes Ultra Moon look amazing. I mean, Ultra Moon definitely isn't bad, especially with the gates and going through and finding legendaries. Either way, I'm over-explaining that part. But yeah, Scarvy, Shiny Hunting, then we fight, and Legends Arceus, Shiny Hunting, and some of the mechanics I saw. I didn't want to overlook at it, if I'm honest. But the mechanics I saw was very much so made me want to get back into it. And I was like, I should give Sun and Moon a chance. And I was like, still disliked it, but it's whatever. And then I played Ultra Moon, and I was like, oh, this is better. The little travel Wormgate thing where you could ride that was fun. I enjoyed shiny Pokemon hunting and getting shinies from there. I think I got like 3 shinies from that wormhole. Bunch of legendaries. You know, I had a good time. But obviously, my journey with Ultra Moon, because I played it on my PC using an emulator, but I had the real game. And then when I was switching to the Switch, haha, pun intended, I guess, I was like, okay, going to the Switch, I should just record the Switch gameplay. Because I really didn't know how to record my 3DS gameplay without it looking weird. And so, obviously, the playthrough speaks for itself. You can see the Ultra Moon emulated gameplay as Season 1 in Pokemon Premier Journey. And then, obviously, on the Switch, you know, Let's Go EB, you can see it there, Pokemon Sword, and now Brilliant Diamond have been on the Switch itself. And it's like, okay, cool. Now I can kind of just enjoy these, and anything I keep will go to my home, will be real Pokemon and will be mine, and not just, you know, not just Pokemon from an emulator I can't keep. You know, because it's cool to find shinies, but in an emulator where it's like, okay, I can't really do anything with these shinies, it sucks. So yeah. But side tangents. It's all side tangents right now. I have to keep myself focused and positive for the shiny Dialga that will appear eventually. Alright. But, oh man. I legitimately think shiny Dialga will appear probably, like, I don't know why. I keep getting this gut feeling that shiny Dialga, it may not appear tonight. It may not appear during this recording session. But it will show up probably when I am tired and ready to call it quits. And it'll be like, you know, I'll be talking, or like, it might, if it's during this recording, I'll probably be like, okay guys, this is like my last, like I did with episode 22, I'll probably be like at the end, be like, guys, I'm getting tired, this will be my last attempt. And, you know, it will be one of those things where I probably will be like so tired where I'll be like, okay, let's just get this done. And then I'll probably go to bed and wake up the next morning and be like, the whole day recording Brilliant Diamond. The whole day getting to the point where I need to be. Like, I have a feeling like the day after I catch Dialga, or if it's early in the night and I have the whole night to record, it might, but the next day I probably will just be all Pokemon Premier Journey Brilliant Diamond. And I'll probably record enough episodes to progress in one setting to either the end game or right before the end game. So, but of course, who knows? Shiny Dialga might not show up for 11,000 resets. You know, it's 1 out of 4,000, and what's the shiny odds again? Shiny odds. 4,096. Okay. So Yep. Unfortunately, yeah. Because, like, everyone has different amounts, right? Everyone has different amounts when it comes to... Let me see. BDSP... Soft reset... Dialga. Is there a way to soft reset this game a little quicker? Or is closing X closing the quickest way? Hold on. $10,000 soft resets. Holy crap. Guy says he did it, oh god, multiple hours every day for 2 whole weeks. That's crazy. $10,553. 10K for this guy. Oh, this guy says he did it for 2 to 3 months. Oh, only an hour or two every other day, but for 2 to 3 months. That's crazy. Oh, no, wait, sorry. He says total he spent that much shiny hunting some of the legendaries. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, I'm just reading different posts about this. Whoa, this dude's crazy. I got shiny Dialga in less than 50 resets, but now I'm stuck with shiny Regice. I haven't gotten it in 2 years? Holy crap. I mean, some of these people could be potentially lying, but yeah. Like... Crazy. Crazy. Okay. Shiny Dialga after 5,000 resets. Shiny Dialga in less than 30 minutes. Shiny Dialga after 419 soft resets. Shiny Dialga after 69. Nice. Funny number. 419. Yeah, so it looks like it does vary. It looks like there's a lot of people who've talked about going over 10,000 resets. And so I'm like, yeah, I found it in like the first 1,000. Which is beating the odds, which obviously that's the ultimate goal, right? You don't want to lose to the odds. You never do. Especially shiny hunting. For me, I always say 1.5 to 2 times is my limit. I will never go over 2 times shiny hunting odds. So if it's like 4,089, I am not going over 8,000, whatever it is, 178, right? Something like that, I think. Yeah, I ain't going to that. I'd probably cap out at 8,000 if I'm honest. But I'm not tracking this. Like, that's the big difference, right? I'm not clicking. I was stretching as I was talking. My bad, guys. See, sometimes when I do this, when I need to stretch or move, my resets slow down, right? So, fair enough. Is there a faster way to reset? I forgot to look that up. There is no in-game button combination. Okay. Okay, fair enough. I didn't know if there was a combination, like you could press a certain amount of buttons to soft reset. Because that would be a little bit quicker, but I can see why they wouldn't want that, too, so. Oh, come on. How long have we been going on this episode? 1 hour and 22 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I think I do want to go 2 hours. And then I'll call it, go get some food, come back, and keep it up. Obviously, the moment I encounter a shiny Dialga, I will start recording. You probably will miss the little intro part. But that's just going to have to be what it takes for me to click. Because obviously I'll see it, panic, and be like, oh, I need to record. And it'll probably be the most sloppiest mess of an episode ever. So, yeah, I can just totally imagine it, just the mess that it's going to be. I'm amazed there isn't an in-game button combination. Right? To soft reset. Because usually what? It's like A, B, and then start select, which would be the plus minus, but yeah, no. Oh well. The longest bit is this little boot up. I bet the Switch 2 does make it significantly quicker. Unfortunately, I'm still on a Switch OLED, which isn't bad, obviously. It's still an OLED. But, yeah. I'm probably barely on 200 to 300 resets. If I'm honest, with how slow I'm going. Yeah. But also not tracking the number precisely is also helping me. That's the tough part about chaining Pokemon, is when I see the number and the closer I know it is to odds, the more worried I get. Right? With the catch comboing with Let's Go Eevee, every time I got closer, I just, in my back of my head, thinking, oh my god, I'm not going to find it. It's just the negativity that plays into it, the stress. You get tired, you get drained. I try not to think about it because it's that will drain you down. Now, obviously, during a stream, you can have people to talk to. It's different. But when I'm here recording alone and I'm sitting, in my room, and I'm recording. You know, I just, you know, having the numbers will only make me feel slightly worse. If I don't have the numbers, I can be like, okay, I can guesstimate, which gives me a little fun thing to do, is try to think. And I haven't been efficient at all to all of this, right? And my biggest fear is that one of these times I'm going to look away, it's going to be shiny, and I'm going to go automatic and hit it. Like, every time I get afraid of that. Because if I came across a shiny hunt, like a shiny Dialga during this hunt, and I quickly found myself accidentally back into the menu, I would literally just lose myself. I literally would knock out the Dialga and proceed without it. I would call this, like I said, the only two ways this is going to end is, because this is a viewer seasonal challenge. The only two ways this is going to end is I come across the shiny and catch it, or I come across the shiny, knock it out, and I'm going to check it off as saying I completed the shiny hunt because I came across it, and I will just have to shiny hunt it again at the end of the game. It's just that simple. Wish it was just that simple. It sounds simple. Oh, I'll just shiny hunt it. It's so easy to just say, man, I'm just... And then when you go do it, it's like, you know, man. The only fear I'd have is if this thing took weeks. Because if this thing takes more than 2 to 3 weeks of multiple hours every day, and once I'm off camera or once I'm not recording and I don't need to talk to myself and I can listen to music and just kind of vibe, right? It will go by a lot easier, you know. But when I'm recording, I have to try to talk, try to be entertaining, and I do love recording. Don't get me wrong. I love streaming. But shiny hunting, it's so much harder recording shiny hunting than just shiny hunting by yourself listening to music or watching something else, or shiny hunting by talking with chat. As I'll tell you right now, if I was streaming this and I was just talking, vibing, you know, with chat, this would be easier. But yeah. Alright, how quickly am I soft resetting? Hold on, I want to pull up a stop clock. Alright. Okay, so I'll do it from the moment I'll start it. The moment, let me bring it over by my controller so I can just click it right away. Because I have it on my other PC. Okay, so as soon as I don't see this is shiny, I will start the stopwatch. Okay, so not shiny, and go. Oh, that's really inefficient, actually. Already at 15 seconds. Okay. Already at 30 seconds. As of right now. 31. Damn, this thing's shooting up. We're at 47. So about 50 seconds. So hold on. So let me Started. There we go. I started at about the same time. So I'm only going to stop the stopwatch, the stop clock, after I've backed out to the main menu fully. Or I've launched the game. So we're going to attempt this again. So already at 20 seconds right now. So, and obviously this isn't accounting for any time I've accidentally reopened the game. There's always going to be a little bit of mistake, right? Although I'm kind of simulating the mistake a little bit by having to stop, reach over, and grab it. You know, grab the stopwatch and stop it. All right, so I got 50 seconds that time. All right, so hold on. Let me do this one more time. Okay, I hit the stopwatch and I'm starting the thing. All right, so about 50 seconds seems to be, as long as I don't make a mistake. All right. Already at about 30 seconds. At 40 seconds. All right, so with me restarting the game and going through all that, where I can pause now, it says 53 seconds. And that's from me before starting it, even. So about under a minute, usually without any mistakes. If I'm really on the dot and everything goes flawlessly, it looks like it goes about 50 to 52 seconds. Which if I am going to average a reset every minute, right? And let's say I took the full odds. All right, so obviously right now I'm doing some calculations too. So if I took, and I'm just saying odds, right? If it was 1 out of 4,096 and I got it on my 4,096 try, and I'm averaging a minute per, that would take 68 hours. So 68.26667. Obviously, I think it's 666 repeating, but 68.2666. You know, pretty much 68 and point 27. Let's just super round it up. 68.26. 68.27. Let's round up, actually. Yeah, I was right the first time. That's a lot of hours. Now, if I take that 68 hours, right? Maybe let's call it 69, right? Let's just call it 69 hours. Really boost it up. And let's say I looked... See, during this little intermissions, when I should be doing my calculations and stuff. Let's say 69 hours. And I look 3 hours a day. That's going to take me 23 days. All right. Let's say I wanted to get this done in 7 days. I would need to look for about 9.8, so about almost 10 hours a day. That's... Wow. Okay. That's a little concerning. Now, this will truly test if the Pokemon gods love me or not. is if I can find it under a week or two. That's after more than that, and I'm in panic mode. Yeah, I don't know if I could sit here longer than 3 hours to search in a setting. Maybe I do two 2-hour sessions. How bad is it at how bad is it at 4 hours a day? So 69 divided by 4. So that would take 4 hours a day would take me 17.25 days. So in comparison to the 3, which would take me 23 days. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. I think I'm going to have to start looking 2 different segments of 2 hours. Which I guess that very first recording session that I did, I looked for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. And then this one is definitely going to be 2 hours. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all odds, right? This game could suddenly love me and give it right here at the end of this episode, as I near the 2-hour mark. And it would change everything. Or I might be looking for a week or 2 weeks. Maybe even 3 weeks. I really hope not over 3 weeks. A month would ruin my entire timeline and schedule for stuff. Right? But I'm completely susceptible to the RNG and the Pokemon gods. It's kind of weird. Now that I say it that way. Because I'm praying to Arceus to allow me to play Legends Arceus. Right? Finding this shiny is my gateway to Legends Arceus. So pretty much I'm praying to Arceus that I get to play Legends Arceus. The karma isn't lost on me on that. You know? But yeah, we'll see. Oh no, I'm out of my drink. Uh-oh. That's not good. Did I not bring water with me? I don't think I did. Oh my god. Alright, just hit 11 p.m. Because my drink's done. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think 2 hours of recording time will be about 20 more minutes. I'll give it till then. Then I'll stop. I'll go make some food. I'll go eat. And come back, record some Madden, and then off camera start shiny hunting. And I'll restart the shiny hunting once I find the Dialga. I hope in the next 20-something minutes I can suddenly find shiny Dialga. You know, it would have been cool if shiny Pokemon had a slightly, like, special cry. Like, I know shiny Pokemon has the sparkle and the little, like, sound effect that plays with it when you encounter them. You know, but that'd be cool if, like, Pokemon that are shiny had, like, a special, like, cry. Like, it's their normal cry, but, like, maybe there's, like, a sparkle in it. Or something. Or at the end you hear like a special like tinging sound or something. I don't know, I guess that might be tough for some Pokemon who have a metallic sound. But yeah, I think it would be cool. I could imagine it. I could imagine it. Oh no, I'm yawning. That's not a good sign. If I'm honest, I did not sleep well last night. Woken up. A neighbor nearby has a dog that just randomly starts barking and then won't shut up for hours. And I woke up this morning way earlier than I should have. And I just heard the bark, bark, bark. It's more of a yep, 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 if I'm honest. No. There's a yapping dog and a barking dog, but they kind of go off together. Like, when one starts, it triggers the other. And so it kind of gets a little annoying because you're just like, oh, shut up. You know? Especially when it goes at night. Like, you know they're home because eventually you can hear them, like, yelling at the dog, like, you know, stop it. Stop, you know. It's like, they're not stopping. Be better. Which I personally believe if you cannot... I do believe dogs are part of the family, but just like old pets, if they do not obey or listen to you properly, you should not have it. Just like if you do not pick up after it, I think it should be illegal, should be a law, should have major fines to make dissuade people. Yeah. Oh, man. I wonder if someone's done a boot test for Brilliant Diamond, how much quicker it is. Shiny. All right. Okay, so based on testing and user reports, the time difference for BDSP is substantial. The Switch OLED in comparison testing, the Switch OLED took approximately 6 seconds longer to boot Brilliant Diamond to the initial text and star screen. Switch 2 boots Brilliant Diamond from the home screen into the game to roughly half the time of the previous hardware. Oh, it's really a halfway cut, huh? Oh, wait, hold on. I found a video of someone booting it. So I can test. Alright, here we go. And start. There we go. So they're both going right now. Oh, yeah, no, this is booting up a lot quicker. Oh, man. Oh, my God, it's already at the Nintendo screen. It's already at the Brilliant Diamond screen. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, it's already booted into the game. Oh, no. It's already switched playing back over again. The video's restarted. Oh, no. It might actually be half the time. Oh, my God. No. It's it's at the Brilliant Diamond screen again. And I'm not even booted in. And I booted in at about the same time the other screen booted. It literally was... It was able to do it twice in the time it took me to do one. It is literally half as fast. Oh, that is such a difference maker in this game. Ooh, maybe once I get a job, upgrade to the Switch 2 and shiny hunt Pokemon in this game after I get a Switch too. That might actually be a plan, actually. Yeah. Interesting. Man, I can't believe that thing booted twice in the time it took me one. That hit. That was a little emotional training. Also, I realized if I run at any angle, I'd have to take an extra step, which takes a little extra time. So we're talking like under a second of a time difference. But it still does matter because it is time being added on. And if I mess up multiple times, right? Because obviously it slows down to walk anyways. But like if I walk, like in this case, I'll just walk dead straight compared to accidentally going to the side or something. You can see a difference, right? Actually, let's get the stopwatch. Hold on. Let me get the stopwatch and... Oh, this... Yeah, the stopwatch. And let me see. Alright. So, start. See, I just go straight in. And... Yeah, so from the time the lightning bolt come up, that's 4.40 seconds. So, 4.4. 4.4 seconds. And now we're going to do it again. And we're going to try it by walking to the side. And I bet you'd be a little bit longer. Right? Because I'm going to stop it at when the lightning comes up. Because that's where I stopped it last time. I'm at the end of this, I'm literally just testing stupid science at this point, man. This is how you can tell I'm getting hungry. And I need distractions when I'm finding little side projects to do. Alright, so start and let me walk this way. Oh, significantly longer. It hit 5 seconds. So we're talking that extra bit of time does matter. Okay. Okay. From 4.4 to 5 seconds. Over half an extra second there, man. That's crazy. That's a lot of extra time. And the science may not have been perfect there. I think I may mistime something with one of the buttons, but that's fine. Little odd science stuff. About 12 minutes left in the recording to end it. So can we in the next 13 attempts get shiny Dialga? Probably not. Uh-oh. Wait, can you bring Pokemon over to BDSP before you have the national decks? Can you bring Magmar, not Magmar, Slugma before national decks? Cannot naturally counter or catch Pokemon. The only way to get Slugma during the main story is to transfer it. Alright, so if I can always just bring a Slugma over if I need a Flame Body one. Let me actually check Slugma and Macargo. Right. Opening Pokemon Home again. Not shiny. Get that booting. Flame Body. Where's it? There it is. Gotta bring up the ability listed. So yeah. I didn't see Magmar, Magby, or Magmortar on my list. And all the other mons that get it are out yet. So Slugma and Macargo are my best bets. Interesting. Oh, wait, I know what I should bring over. Oh, what? I hit it. Okay, cool. Not shiny. I see this just wasted extra time. I'm doing an extra side task and it's throwing me off. Yeah. Does it have no, it has magma armor. No, my shiny. My non-shiny has flame body. Of course it does. I can bring over my non-shiny Macargo. Oh, I guess spoiler, I have a shiny Macargo. Cool. I caught it during one of the ultra wormholes. So yeah, I got that. What Pokemon do I have actually from the ultra wormholes? Let me look. Back to Pokemon Home. Cause I know I got 3. Right. Let me open back up Home. Look at my shiny list. Not shiny. Alright. Go to Pokemon. Close that. Search. Shiny. On. Alright. It was... I have a shiny Yon Mega that I got from there. I have a shiny... Hello? Shiny Macargo. What's the other one? I'm looking, give me a sec. So, shiny Macargo. Shiny on Mega. Shiny. Look at all my shinies. Give me a minute. I guess I only have 2? I thought I got a 3rd from the wormhole. I only have 2, that's from Alola. That doesn't sound right. Oh, was my shiny Ditto that I got from... Not shiny. Was my shiny Ditto from Alola? No, I don't think so. Huh. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I swear I had a 3rd one. Yeah, because it can't be my Ditto, because my Ditto I use is Japanese. Let me look at all the Ultra Wormhole Pokemon. I got Yanmega. Got Macargo. Oh, was it? I think I had a shiny Stunfisk. I think I got a shiny Stunfisk that I traded. Yeah. I think I did trade my shiny Stunfisk. Because there was a guy who I was originally... yeah, I think so. Oh, God. I think it was a shiny Stunfisk. No, wait, no, I couldn't have traded it. Because that was after, and they already shut down the online, and I didn't... Oh. I no longer know. I'm just... ignore my thought process. Completely shut down. I must have only got 2 then. I swear I got a 3rd. Oh, wait, did I get one when I was messing around with the emulator one? I might have got one in the emulator that I'm trying to think of. And the emulator obviously doesn't count because I can't bring it to Pokemon Home. So, yeah. All right. So, how much time do I have left in this recording session? Okay, about 3 minutes. So probably like, I'll do 5 more resets, counting this one. Okay, 5 more resets total. And then I'll wrap up episode 23, and I'll start shiny hunting Dialga off camera. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. So, it's unfortunate, but, you know. It is what it is. So this is 1 of 5. I'm really quickly saving that, and there we go. So here is 1 of 5. Is it a shiny? Nope. Here's number 4. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, here's attempt number 4, or 4 out of 5, or 2 out of 5, I guess. Here's number 3. Okay. So let's pull that and that down. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. That up, that down a little. Boom, boom. Drag this over. Okay. That down a little. That down a little. I'm not happy how this is looking, actually, so I'm going to cancel that. Oh, this one looks like it looks promising. Looks very promising. All right, here we go. Number 3. Nope. All right. Let's keep going. Oh man, I have to just adjust this ever so slightly. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Ignore me. I am big idiot. Just doing big idiot things on my other computer, causing issues for myself for some reason. But yeah. So wait, what number is this? This is 3. This is 3. So I have 2 more after this. So fair enough. All right, so this will be 2. At least I have the thumbnail already ready for the next episode when I find Shiny Dialga. Oh god, this is gonna take me forever. I know it. I know it's gonna take me forever. I know 100% it's gonna take me forever. So this is 2. Okay. All right. This is 1. Should I do a 0? Yeah, let's do a 0. So this is 1. Oh man. So I need to edit that video next too. Okay. Oh, brother. Okay. 1. Last attempt right here, guys. You know, are we gonna get it? I don't know, but 2 hours worth of looking, not bad. I'm gonna go make something to eat, and now from now on, the rest of the shiny Dialga. Oh my god, my brain's going. I can feel it melting, guys. It's over. Goodbye, brain. I knew they'd barely. China. Oh god, no, no, it's shutting down. Shiny Dialga. This is going to be our last attempt at it. And then obviously after this, I will do it off camera and hunt for Shiny Dialga off camera, and hopefully we can find it. Oh, this is going fantastic. So obviously not shiny, so I'll exit. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, tag out. I want to give a special thank you to all my Patreon members. Urza and Scott, you're amazing. If you guys want to check out Patreon and join it to get a shout out at the end, check Patreon down in the link to the description below, and you can also, like Scott did, make me re-record this.